Welcome to day 268. We're in Luke and Matthew. Just a few things to go over today. So let's talk about two different descriptions of God. Again, names. So our name list is getting a little bit bigger. So we're talking about Christ. So we already talked about Christ being God. So let's talk about the names that are described for him. So in Luke 1:49, we have the Mighty One. He is called. For the Mighty One is holy, and he has done great things for me. The Mighty One. So that's a description of God again. The Most High in chapter 1, verse 76. And you, my little son, will be called the prophet of the Most High. So we're talking about John the Baptist being the prophet of the Most High, Jesus, because you will prepare the way for the Lord. So the Mighty One and the Most High, another description of God. So, and now let's go back to Isaiah 7, verse 10, starting there. Okay, and we talked about this when we were reading Isaiah. Later, the Lord sent this message to King Ahaz. Ask the Lord your God for a sign of confirmation. Ahaz, make it as difficult as you want, as high as heaven, or as deep as the place of the dead. But the king refused. No, he said, I will not test the Lord like that. Then Isaiah said, listen well, you royal family of David. Isn't it enough to exhaust human patience? Must you exhaust the patience of my God as well? All right then, the Lord himself will give you the sign. Look, the virgin will conceive a child. She will give birth to a son and will call him Emmanuel, which means God is with us. All right, so now we go to Matthew 1:22. All this occurred, we'll start with 21. And she will have a son, and you are to name him Jesus, for he will save his people from their sins. All of this occurred to fulfill the Lord's message through his prophet. Verse 23. Look, the virgin will conceive a child. She will give birth to a son, and they will call him Emmanuel, which means God is with us. Okay, so talks about her being a virgin, and that's all over in these verses. So back to Isaiah predicting it back 700 BC, 700 years before Christ was born. Now, two more things. Something I wanted to point out here was really pretty cool. Luke 2:25. Luke 2:25. At that time, there was a man in Jerusalem named Simeon. He was righteous and devout and was what? Eagerly waiting for the Messiah to come and rescue Israel. So even then, they understand they were looking for the Messiah. The Pharisees were looking for the Messiah. They were waiting for him to come. So here's my question to the second generation after that. If you knew the Messiah was coming, why aren't you accepting Christ to be the Messiah? And I just have that struggle. We should ask our Jewish friends, how do they deal with that? Because now we're 2,000 years later and they're still waiting for the Messiah. So those are questions I have, and especially, of course, in the New Testament, they don't recognize, but they do understand a lot of the things that were happening during that time. Okay, a lot of Jews haven't even read the New Testament or understood what's going on. So I found that interesting that they were waiting for the Messiah. Okay, and then we have a 7 sighting. If you thought I was going to miss it, you were wrong. Verse 36 of chapter 2, Luke 2. Anna, a prophet, was also there in the temple. She was the daughter of Phanuel from the tribe of Asher, and she was very old. Her husband died when they had been married only 7 years. Again, I don't know if there's any significance between the number being used for that, but there you go. Number 7 has been used again. At some point in time, we'll put them all together and see if there's really anything great about it. And if you've been keeping track, then you know that there's definitely something there. So that's your day 268. I will see you tomorrow.